with that said, I will get started. And so we'll start off first and foremost with defining what an autoresponder is from the CoreCommerce perspective. So as an automated email that is sent out on a specific timer, in this case it's day-based, so 0 days, which means the same day, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, etc., based on the situation that triggers it to send the email. CoreCommerce can use autoresponders for marketing purposes so that you can remarket to customers post order. So the main purpose of it is, when a customer places an order, you want them to get an email the next day or 2 days later or a week later with something with the purpose of trying to get them to come back and buy again or refer another customer. There's plenty of reasons you could use it, right? But that's the main purpose of what the feature does. Some examples of how I've seen people use autoresponders in the past is offering a coupon that gives you 10% off the next time you order, recommending some other items to a customer, and then offering them, maybe a coupon that gives them a discount on that specific product, that kind of thing. So there's plenty of things you could do. There's also, other things that I didn't mention on this list, like if you refer another, referring other customers to us, or giving someone a discount based on a category, or just thanking them in general for the order, come back and buy again, or anything. So I've seen plenty of different uses of it. So to enable autoresponders, and I'm going to walk you through all this in just a moment, is on your admin, if you happen to be logged into your store, you can go to the marketing tab and you'll see order autoresponders, and that's where you'd create the autoresponder itself. And that's just one part of the whole process to get the full autoresponder kind of sales funnel cycle, whole thing created properly. And that's what I'm going to show you next. As you can see here, I'm going to do a live demo here. I'm just going to flip screens and just walk you through how I set up an entire autoresponder scenario. And hopefully it gives you some ideas on how to use it, and of course where to set it up. So I'll get going on to that next. If you go to here in your admin, the first thing I did is I decided that I'm going to go to the screen actually first. This is the screen where I create the autoresponder itself. And again, I'll go to marketing and order autoresponders, and then I'll come to this screen. And then I can add a new autoresponder by clicking this plus, or I can edit this one that I already made, which is what I'm going to do. On this add/edit screen, I can give the autoresponder a name. I can say, here's the subject of the email it's going to send, right? Then I can put in the content of what it's going to send in the email. In this case, I decided I was going to offer a customer a 10% off coupon the next time they come back. And so I just wrote this out. I made the coupon code itself, which is just HTML. I just decided to make it large and green to make it noticeable on the screen, and saved it. And I can use this token for first name and last name so that I can plug the customer's actual first and last name into the email dynamically like that if I choose to. If I need to attach something to this email, like a PDF file, you can do that too. So that's actually another good example of what I've seen customers use autoresponders for. So let's say someone orders a product that requires instructions. You could create an autoresponder that sends them an email the same day with a PDF file attached to it that gives them the instructions to how to work or how to install the product they ordered from you, that kind of thing. So you can do that kind of stuff with it as well. So I can attach up to 4 things to an autoresponder. Doesn't matter what they are, but it has to be like either an image or a PDF file or a Word document or something like that. And then this option tells the system how long to wait before sending the autoresponder. 0 is going to mean immediately. So if a customer places an order right now at 10:06 a.m. Central Time on September 8th, at 10:07, they'll get this email. If I were to set it to 1 day, then of course they'd get the email tomorrow. as well. 2 days is 2 days, you guys get that. So that's really all that is too. And then I can preview the email to whatever email I type in here if I choose to just see what it looks like ahead of time. The next step for this is, because I'm offering a coupon code, the next step I need to do is make sure that the coupon exists. So that's where I went to this screen where here I just went to marketing, and then I went to view coupons like this. And I just created this coupon called 10 off next order. And in this case, I'm just going to edit this coupon so you can see how I created it. It was just, and I could do whatever I want with this coupon, but in this case, I just want it to be a standard 10% off coupon. So I'm going to choose the standard option, percent or amount discount. And I told it to give 10% off the order. I went through, and in this case, it didn't make any sense to create a spending requirement or apply it to a certain products or categories, but I could have done that. I could have literally made this coupon only affect the one product that person happened to order. And I'll show you how you tie all that together in here just in a second. But in this case, I just wanted them to get 10% off no matter what, as long as they came back and bought something from me again. Limitations, I can then, in this case, I decided that I wanted the coupon code to only be able to be used once per customer. So this guy can't come back and use this coupon 30 times in a row. Once he's used it once, he can't use it again. And I also flagged this option, which just basically says, do not allow the coupon to be used if a site-wide discount is already in place for the store, or if the product in question is on sale. I don't want to give them a sale price and a coupon at the same time. But all of these are configurable, and you can interchange those, toggle those on and off per coupon, of course. And then I can choose to tie a coupon to a certain customer group if I choose to. If you use the customer groups feature, then this coupon will only work if you're a retail customer, is the way basically this reads. And then in this case, I chose not to have an expiration date. So now that the coupon itself exists, and this is the code, right? The next step is for the autoresponder to send, I need to tie it to a specific item. So what I did is I went into this test item here, this test MacBook Pro that I created. And so that would be accomplished by going to inventory and then manage products. I'll just do it real quick. And then you'll see all these test items in here. And then I'll come and click this item here. This is the item I configured before the webinar. And then if you go to the advanced section here, you'll notice one of these accordion sections is called AutoResponders. And if you click on it, I can then type in the name of the autoresponder I want to associate with this item. And what I'm essentially telling the system here is, anytime somebody orders this item, I want you to execute this autoresponder. And this autoresponder, again, is configured to send 0 days after an order is placed, or essentially immediately after the order is saved. And so now that it's tied to this item, what will happen is anytime this particular item is ordered, it will trigger this autoresponder and send the email related to this autoresponder because this particular item was purchased. I can go into any item and tie any item to any autoresponder I want. So if I, want to make sure all my MacBook Pros get tied to the same autoresponder, I would just edit each item and tell it to work with that autoresponder. Simple enough. Now, here's what happens at the end. So now let's say someone comes and places an order for this item, what I did over here in this screenshot. You'll notice I placed an order for this item the other day when I was setting up for this webinar. So I placed this order, I got this email. And you notice I got this email around 3:56 p.m. on Friday. The other thing you'll notice is literally also at 3:56 p.m. I got this separate email. And if you'll notice, this email looks familiar. It replaced first name with my actual billing first name, which is my full name in this case. And of course, it says everything I did. Here's this coupon code. So now Christopher, the customer, has access to this coupon code. They know what it is. They can now go on my site, place another order, use that code, and get 10% off the next time they go in. So you can see how simple it is to set up, and it's pretty straightforward how it works. Had this autoresponder been set up to wait 1 or 2 days, then I would have gotten this email on September 5th or September 6th instead of right after I placed the order, of course. But that's essentially how that works. And so it's pretty easy to do. And then you can get pretty creative with what autoresponders actually do, whether you're actually remarketing, trying to get people to come back and buy again, whether you're sending instruction booklets or install manuals to customers about certain items. They can be used for all kind of different purposes to just automatically notify people about something related to the purchase of that item. So that ends the demo, and I'm happy to answer any questions about how this works. Um, any other scenarios that you can think of that you might want to ask me about. In summary, autoresponders can help remarket to your customers, as we've talked about. It can help incentivize them to come back and buy again, or give them more detailed instructions on how to use your product, or whether it's install your product or assemble your product, whatever the case may be. There's lots of different things you could do for that. So that is the end of the presentation. And I try to keep these webinars to between 10 and 15 minutes long. I know you guys are busy and I don't want to keep you on the horn for a whole hour, but please let me know if you have any other questions about webinars. I'm going to now, just for a moment, stop sharing my screen. I want to